Hello and welcome back to the channel. Once again, a very happy new year to all of you. If you're here for the first time, my name is Soma and welcome to my channel. If you're the kind of person who has the new year resolution about getting things done for 2022 and you believe in yourself and your potential, I think this is the right spot for you. So before we get started, get yourself a cup of tea or coffee and something to nibble on and let's get chatting. Right. So for 2022, if your goal like me is to get the most out of this year and making sure that the whatever the new year resolution I have in my list or you have in your list actually gets done, then it's so important that we start with the right plan. And to ensure that, we have to make sure we are resetting ourselves, making sure that we will be successful. So here are a couple of things that I'm going to do for 2022. The first one is clear up your space. So a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. And I think it's so important just not to clean up the stuff, right? I think it's important when you work in the space or the environment you are in, you feel positive, you feel good, and it's so important that it doesn't take you down. You want the new year to be refreshing, to be full of energy, positive energy. So whatever works for you, making small changes, bringing in pops of color, or putting in your favorite quote somewhere where you can see every day. Small changes do, bring a big impact for all of us. Number two, revisit your priority. I think I think what happens once we have written the New Year resolution, we kind of think that, okay, I'm done. I know what I'm supposed to do, and okay, I'm going to get it done. And it stays with us maybe in Jan if we are doing really well. But as the year slowly, goes by, we kind of forget to pick up the why on why we wanted to get this done. Looking at your priority is so important, and making sure you have only one or two in your list that you will get it done, because you're still here, life is long, and you can probably get 20 things in your list that you have get it done at some point in your life. So I don't know about you, but if this is something very common that you see in yourself as well, don't forget to comment in the comment section below and let me know how it goes for you usually. Third one, use your time towards your goal and nothing else. Okay, so I did a major cleanup of all my social media platforms, like people I don't need to read, or my taste has changed, or people I don't want to follow right now, whether it's on Twitter, on Insta, even on YouTube. I have just cleaned it out because I have changed as a person. The person I was 5 years ago is not the same person now. My goals are different. So it makes more sense to surround myself with things that will help me achieve my goals. So I need to make sure I'm reading content that keeps me motivated, that keeps me going, instead of saying that, oh, this is nice, I mean, let's go read this, and then half an hour and then 1 hour, you basically just start going down the rabbit hole of opening more and more tabs and reading more and more things. The next one is taking care of our regular routine job, which means you probably, still have to do basics like brush your teeth, or you have to cook a meal for yourself or for your family. Those things kind of are non-negotiable. But what happens is, like, every time we have a goal and we also say, oh, I have everyday things that I still have to do. Who do you prioritize, right? So I think the idea is to figure your golden hour, basically, that really works for you, where you get into that workflow, where you're really happy working, and the regular stuff where you don't really need to be very motivated to get something done. Okay, since we're doing so much, I think the next one makes sense is to not think that we have to get everything done overnight, because 2022 isn't just today, it's for the rest of the 363 days that is coming up. So I think it's so important to acknowledge to ourselves that there is time and I don't need to get everything done today. We need to be slow and steady to win the race. So it's so important that we follow probably the 1% rule, where you need to improve like really teeny tiny bit. That doesn't even feel like change, but it is a huge change when you see that 1% adding up by the end of the year. Of course, that means that you can course correct yourself, which means that, okay, so today I'm starting with something that I think will work for me, and it should work for me. But then, a couple of days down the line, I figure out that there is something else that I'm feeling, or there is a new thing, sort of like an offshoot that I really want to get it done. Does not mean you have to hold yourself accountable and say, oh, my New Year goal was XYZ, and I cannot do ABC because I told to myself I will only do XYZ. All right, and the last one is to rest and to retrospect, because we do not put enough emphasis on resting. And I find it every single time when I have like a week off or even a couple of days off, I'm so much more refreshed because I've rested. It's a lesson for me as well. It's, I think, more for me than for anybody else, that I need to rest. I need to rest when I'm not feeling okay. I need to rest when things seem, over my head. I need to retrospect to figure out if what I'm doing even makes sense to me. Am I happy with what I'm doing? I think if we do that enough, like all of us, I think the world will be a way better place with a lot more happier people, because we have all figured out what is the best thing for us to be. And I think that leads to being our best version as well, right? And thank you once again for watching. I'll see you next week. Till then, take care and bye bye.